Let's talk about the best way to jump in and start learning hacking. So my name's Alex, I'm a hacker and an information security geek, and on this channel we talk about all things hacking, from live streams and office hours to challenges, and then just stories from my past. I've been doing this for well over a decade at this point, and I want to make sure that you have the tools you need to get started. The reason why this question is such a difficult one to answer is because hacking goes across so many different topics, from hardware hacking to spectrum and wireless security, application security, network security, physical security, and even social engineering. There's so many different facets and so many places to get started. And I remember when I got started, it was overwhelming. You could go all the way down to reverse engineering and looking at assembly code to things like lockpicking. And none of those are necessarily bad places to start. So I'm going to give you two options. If you're not looking at technical hacking or really hacking as a career, go ahead and pick up a set of lockpicks and test locks off of tool.com or Amazon. Though before you do, check your local laws, because some states require you to be a lockpick or a certified lockpick. Where I am, you do need to be a certified lockpick, but if you look into the rules, you simply have to declare yourself as a certified lockpicker and you can own them legally. So check those out before you jump in. Though if you want to jump in technically, or you're thinking about a career in hacking, absolutely jump into web security hacking. It doesn't require all the other knowledge you might need for hardware hacking with an oscilloscope or digital logic analyzer, or within network security where you have to understand services and ports and TCP and UDP and all the different protocols. With web security, you can dive right in right away. It doesn't really require the programming knowledge that the other ones do, because you don't have to bother with PHP or JavaScript or Ruby on Rails or any of the other web frameworks like React or Angular, because at the end of the day, every website needs to display in a web browser, and that is where you can test it. At least from a dynamic standpoint. There is source code analysis, which is going to require that program knowledge, but you don't need it starting off. You can dive right in. And there's a couple different resources. One is tryhackme.com. It's an excellent site, and I do like it over things like Hack the Box because it includes tutorials and a lot of training, where Hack the Box kind of gives you challenges and you need to figure them out. So as a starter, tryhackme.com is an absolute excellent resource. Another one is OWASP has a site called Juice Shop, which you can spin up on your local system and start testing it. Though, why set up a big infrastructure when all you can do is go to tryhackme.com and jump in, and it's free, not a sponsor or anything like that. Regardless of which one you use, go and check out OWASP's testing guide. It's a step-by-step instruction manual on how you test web applications. And even after a decade of testing, it's still an awesome reference for myself. When you jump in, it might feel remarkably overwhelming because there's so much to learn. But the truth is, it never goes away. That's one of the reasons I love hacking. Even after a decade, there's still things I'm learning and new techniques. I'll link to some of my other videos here. Thank you for watching, subscribe, and hack on.